Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm going to go live. I'm going to pull this down. Good evening and welcome to Hibiscus Sports Complex for QBL Round 1 action here with the Southwest Metro Pirates taking on the Toowoomba Mountaineers in QBL Round 1 action. It is the first game of the season. I'm sure everyone here is just as excited to be back in the QBL season as much as we are, and we've got some amazingly exciting teams out here on the court tonight. Both teams, the Southwest Metro Pirates and Toowoomba, have done a lot of recruitment in the off-season and brought a lot of new players into the league as well. So there's some really exciting talent out on the floor. The Toowoomba side, a lot of new faces that I haven't seen for many years in the past as well. So they brought on a lot of young talent locally. They are a very, very young team with a lot of their players only averaging in the very early 20s and quite a few teens on the court as well, as is the same situation for Southwest. So two very, very young, energetic but very high quality teams coming out here on the court this afternoon. So we've got ourselves a great game ready to go, but of course we are here to celebrate your Southwest Metro Pirates. As always, this stream is brought to you by the Stream Team Australia. My name is Regan Baker in the commentary booth. Unfortunately, John Guarna, my partner in crime, has had to pull out for tonight due to work commitments, but please bear with me on the hooter as we're going to call this amazing game, which hopefully should be nice and close and exciting to kick off the season for the first time this year. So to run through a couple of quick things to kick off, Southwest, they've done quite a lot of amazing things in the off-season, and the coaching staff, Coach Edwards has really gone out there and brought on a lot of young talent from not only all over Australia, but all over the world as well. So to kick through some of the new faces that you'll be seeing on the court for the Southwest Pirates tonight, let's start off with one of the younger players on the team, young Sydney Wright, who's coming up from Adelaide. She's played down locally in some of the Adelaide competitions, as well as obviously being, she's just recently signed with the Utah Valley Division I college over in the States as well. So at the commencement of the QBL season, she's going to be heading off overseas to play some college ball. And of course, the daughter of everyone's favorite NBL coach, Joey Wright, as well. So it's amazing to have her on board with the team here. And she's been part of the Adelaide Lightning program, performance program for some years as well. Kicking through as well, the Tyler King, a new player for Southwest Metro who's recently come back from playing overseas as well. She was over playing at the University of the Pacific, which is a Division I college as well over in the States. And she's played locally and under 18 and under 20 nationals for Queensland and done really, really amazing in those tournaments as well. So it's really great to have Tyler back in Brisbane and joining the Southwest team here again this afternoon as well. There's also Kayla Roberts, the second import that Southwest signed for the season. She's from Norfolk State University in Virginia, and in her graduating year, she averaged 14 points per game and 8 rebounds per game. So really amazing big talent on the court there for Southwest. And unfortunately, at training earlier in the week, Mia Lloyd, Southwest's one of the most exciting prospects for this Southwest team, unfortunately dislocated one of her fingers. So she will not be playing tonight. Hopefully back next week, pending clearance. But it'll be really exciting to have her back on again as well. So all the best, Mia. Hopefully you recover with that finger soon and you'll be back out on the floor. And same to Grace Champion as well, one of the returning Southwest Metro Pirates players who's also out injured for the game here this afternoon. But kicking out on the court here now, got an amazing lineup to start things off for both teams with a jump ball just about to kick off. And Southwest coming away with the win. So Southwest to start off with, they've got Maddie Willie, Tyler King, Steph Bairstow, Celeste Williams, and Kayla Roberts out on the floor starting the game. So nice early start there from Southwest, getting 2 points on the board, nice and early. And Toowoomba, no luck there down their end of the floor, but coming back to Southwest as they bring the ball down the court. Please bear with us just for a moment as well, guys. The time does still say 10 minutes. We've just got a little bit of an issue that we're trying to work through and fix up. Nice inside rebound there from Celeste. Just couldn't quite get the pass to come off, though, with a turnover. And great defensive movement from Toowoomba to get themselves in front to get that steal. Toowoomba now just taking things nice and slow. Nice little fake there in the drive to the right-hand side. Great move there from Christina King as she draws the foul on the way to the bucket. And that foul is going to get called against Kayla Roberts from Southwest. First points there for King are good. The second one, no good, with a nice strong rebound there on the inside for Southwest to kick things off nice and early. Kayla Roberts pulling that one down. And again, both teams playing a nice, slow outside game of basketball here as well. Maddie Willie now driving right, breaks through the defense as Kayla Roberts goes in. Big block there from Christina King. Toowoomba now in the fast break opportunity. Nice little stop and pop there for Skinner. That board there pulled by Southwest. It's Tyler King again. Celeste Williams now going with the right-hand drive. Pulls her way around and she gets fouled on her way to the bucket. It's going to get called against Kirby Harley there from Toowoomba as Celeste Williams gets ready for 2 free throws. First free throw there from Williams is good. Second one a little bit too strong. Williams working hard to get to the inside. Tapping it into Steph Bairstow for the 2-point layup. That's a great free throw there from Celeste Williams. Following her own shot in to get that defensive tap. Bairstow now quick hands there to get the steal. They kick up to Willie. Willie steps to the side, takes the 3-point jumper, just rolled in and out. Toowoomba now with the defensive rebound. It's a 4-point lead early for Southwest, just over 2 minutes into the first quarter. Again, Toowoomba taking things nice and slow now as Harley drives left with a really big screen there from Christina King. With 5 seconds now on the shot clock, needing to get something off. That's Anita Brown. She takes the jumper but can't quite get it to fall. And again, Southwest now pulling the board down to try and make their opportunity. Roberts dishes off to Williams. Williams goes inside for King, out to Bairstow. Southwest with 5 on the shot clock with a shot there from Kayla Roberts. Not quite strong enough. Bit of a hustle there for the rebound, but that's going to go out of bounds, and Toowoomba is going to come up with the opportunity. Toowoomba now nice and easy. Right-hand drive there. Great hands from Bairstow. Just getting in front in time to get the steal there from Demi Skinner. Toowoomba now going to have 9 seconds on the shot clock with the ball out of bounds on their baseline. Inside pass is good. Nice drive there. Straight to the bucket from Brown. Shot no good, and Southwest again coming down with the defensive rebound. Bairstow now, she takes her long shot opportunity. It rattles around and finds its way to the bottom of the bucket. Bairstow with the 2, taking out to a 7-1 lead for the Pirates. Great hands there from Maddie, just tapping the ball out of court. Tracy Twydale just not able to quite hold on to that one. Great call there from the referees as well. Just a push in the back there from Kayla Roberts, just being a little bit too overly aggressive on the inbound pass to try and get the steal. Toowoomba now, nice jump shot there from Christina King. She finds nothing but the bottom of the net to put on the first field goal of the game for Toowoomba, with a nice steal there again from Brown. She goes all the way down through. Rebound from King, dishes out. Nice three-point attempt there from Skinner, but that was a little bit too strong. Toowoomba again on the inside as Skinner goes with the left-hand finger roll for 2. Toowoomba goes 4 points unanswered. Southwest defense just falling apart a little bit there in the middle. But it's back now with Southwest in a 2-point ball game. Williams kicks cross court. 3-point shot is up, but a little bit too soft from Willie. And Toowoomba going to take the out-of-bounds opportunity. Southwest going to the bench. Savannah AU getting brought on for the first time in the game. And Kayla Roberts going to take a break. There's a timeout on the floor, so we're going to take a quick break as well. But we'll be back with you shortly with more QBL Round 1 action presented by Stream Team Australia. And back with you here from Hibiscus Sports Complex in Mount Gravatt. It's QBL Round 1 action. Southwest 7 leading the Toowoomba Mountaineers by 2.75 early on. Toowoomba's ball from the baseline. They're going to bring it in nice and slow and set up their offense. Southwest going to try and set up a bit of a trap at halfway. Toowoomba gets through nice and easy. Again, Toowoomba's offense nice and slow. They're just setting themselves up around the outside and draining the shot clock to look for that good opportunity as Skinner takes a nice open 3-point shot, but it just bounces out. They will get it back again, though. Tipped outside from Southwest. So Toowoomba's ball on the baseline. Nice inbound pass there. Skinner just couldn't quite get the layup to fall. Great defense there from Bairstow, putting pressure on Brown to make that pass out. Skinner's going to take the long 3-point shot, but can't find the bottom of the bucket for that one either. Southwest now kicking the ball up nice and fast as Bairstow goes for the drive inside. Great help defense there. Just stepping up in time is Kirby Harley. There's a nice drive there from Tyler King. She draws the foul and hits the deck. Referee's going to call that one against Christina King. And Tyler King from Southwest is going to go to the line for 2. It was the Battle of the Kings. Pirates juniors out on the floor, just helping wipe up a little bit of sweat. It is nice and warm in the stadium here this afternoon. Got just over 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And we got the first free throw, no good there from Tyler King. Second is good, and we've got subs as young Sydney Wright checks in for the first time, checking out Celeste Williams. Pirates extend their lead up to 3 points to Toowoomba ball. Nice drive all the way through there from Kirby Harley, but Maddie Willie just one step better, getting in front, getting the hands up for the block. And then fast break opportunity down the court. Nice work from Tyler King on the inside. Busting her butt to get down, finding her position in the paint and putting the points away for 2. Brown with it now for Toowoomba. She's going to go herself with a left-hand finger roll. A little bit too much power. Great fight there from Kimberly Wilson to get the offensive rebound. Gets it back to the captain, Skinner, who gets fouled on the inside layup. And they're going to call that one against Sydney Wright. Skinner going to go for the line for 2. First is good from Skinner. Second is good as well, closing that gap down. (7-10) the lead now for Southwest. Captain Willie with the ball up at the halfway line, looking inside for Bairstow. Bairstow goes through, nice left-hand layup, but couldn't quite get it to fall. Hands there from Wilson for the defensive rebound for Toowoomba. Again, Toowoomba just showing a lot of nice patience, really moving the ball around the outside before they take that inside. Maddie Willie with a block again, this time going against Anita Brown. That's her second already. Big contact there between Bairstow and Brown as well. Bairstow rolling away from the contact with a nice little jump shot free throw for 2. And that was just smart offense there from Bairstow as well. Just setting that screen, causing the contact, rolling to the bucket while the defensive player was a little bit taken aback by the contact and finding that open gap for the jump shot. Twydale now taking a step back for the jump shot. She's going to get the foul called against Sydney Wright. Late call there from the referees. They did get the call on the body. Their hands looked good, but there was contact on the body after. So that'll be the second personal foul for Sydney Wright in a matter of minutes. She'll just need to take a step back, just get her, recompose herself, get her body back in front. And 2 free throws now for Twydale. First is no good. Second rattles around and out. Steph Bairstow coming down with the board for Southwest. Southwest moving nice and quick up the floor now as Maddie Willie takes a wide open 3. Hits nothing but air though. Toowoomba coming down quite easily with the defensive board. Twydale looks inside. Nice pass there to Anita Brown, and she goes straight to work on the inside for the easy 2-point bucket underneath. Closing the gap back down to 3 points. It's 9-12. Steph Bairstow, though, way too open for that 3-point shot. Just couldn't quite find the fall. As both teams doing a really good job on the defensive rebounds. They're getting themselves inside and pulling it. There hasn't been a lot of opportunity for O-boards in this game so far. There's one, though, as Anita Brown quite easily runs up to that one. Turns it over with a great steal there from King. Willie goes herself, but great defense from Christina King. Not sure whether she had fingers on that one and whether she'll get the block stat for it, but great job getting in front to get the stop on Willie. Going back to Skinner now. Her three-point shot too far to the right. D-board again for Tyler King. Southwest looks to slow things down, but the opening's there for Willie, and she takes a nice little fadeaway baseline jump shot for 2. Lead back up to 5 now for Southwest. We're just under 2 minutes to go. And a great inside look there. Unfortunately, a little bit too strong from Harley. As Wright now steps up to the three-point shot, and she hits the bottom of the net. Right, the first shot of the game for her, and in the QBL as a whole, I believe. She didn't play in the QBL last year as far as I'm aware. But great first shot there for the nice easy 3 coming down the other end. Great inside run there from Toowoomba. They're going to get the call against Tyler King. Points were made, and there's going to be a free throw to come as well. Right, getting checked out here from Southwest. She's getting subbed in by the very young Neve Tratt. Second season here with the Southwest Metro Pirates at the very young age of 16. Probably one of the tallest players that Southwest has, I believe, as well. So very tall for her age and a huge asset to Southwest. She's a really strong force to be reckoned with on the inside. The free throw there for Toowoomba was made, closing that gap back to 5. Great defense there from Skinner, getting a hand on the ball for the block and the rebound. As Tratt struggles to find her position in front. Skinner, great work, drawing the foul there. So that's going to be 5 team fouls for Southwest, and we're going to go to the line for 2. The first free throw there for Skinner is good. And the second is good as well. That is 4 from 4 from the free throw line there for the captain of Toowoomba, Skinner. Doing a really good job from the free throw line. The gap down to 3. Southwest now with a nice little ankle breaker there from Tyler King. She drives in, dishes out. Is a great step there from Satiri Vodorosova. Couldn't quite find the bottom of the net for the bucket, but great little side step on the move through. Southwest, 50 seconds to go. They're going to go to the bench. Tyler King going to get a quick break as Emily Kate Parker comes on for the first time in 2019 QBL. Brown brings the ball up the court now for Toowoomba. They're down by 3, leading into quarter time. Great hands there by Willie as she gets the steal away from Brown. She drives coast to coast, dishes off to Parker. Parker has the ball stolen. I think that was Christina King under there that got the steal. They dish up the court to Brown. Brown goes all the way, finds the bottom of the net, and draws the foul against Steph Bairstow. Great passage of offense and defense there from Toowoomba, getting the steal, going coast to coast. Brown making that bucket, puts them within tie distance from Southwest. If she can make the free throw, it'll be locked at 17 apiece. But Southwest will get the last shot of the quarter. Free throw is good. Southwest with 22 seconds to try and get themselves back in the lead going into quarter time. Bairstow just holding the ball up. Sorry, Willie holding the ball up just in front of the halfway for Southwest. They're going to run the clock down for the last shot. She fakes right, cuts left, fires it up. Too strong and too tall there from Christina King as she gets the rebound over the top. And that will wrap things up for the first quarter. We go into the break at 17 apiece. Both teams playing a really good game across the board, defense and offense. Both teams doing a really good job taking things nice and slowly and looking for those open shot opportunities. But it is that quarter time break. We're going to take a quick rest now. We'll come back with you in about a minute and run through some first quarter statistics. But don't go anywhere. We'll be back in around about a minute, and we'll continue the QBL Round 1 action presented by the Stream Team Australia. And back with you here at Hibiscus Sports Complex. It's the Southwest Metro Pirates taking on Toowoomba in QBL round 1 action. We're locked at 17 apiece going into the second quarter. Just quickly looking through a couple of statistics. For the Toowoomba Mountaineers to start things off, Anita Brown really leading the way for Toowoomba. She's on 8 points so far, shooting at 42% from the field. She's also 2 from 2 from the free throw line and pulled down 2 boards as well. Followed closely by Skinner, the captain. She's on 6 points, of which 4 of those have all been free throws. So doing a really good job from the free throw line is the captain. And then for your Southwest Metro Pirates, kind of points spread out all across the board as well. Steph Bairstow currently leads with 6 points. She's shooting at 75% from the field. Followed by Willie on 4, King on 3, and Sid Wright on 3 as well. With a great defensive effort going out for King. She's got 4 boards so far, all defensive as well. So again, both teams doing a really good job across the board. And defensive rebounds have been huge as a whole. Southwest pulling 10 defensive boards, Toowoomba 12 in that category. So both teams really fighting for it on the defensive end of the court. And that's really made the difference here, is they're not giving the other team that chance for that second chance opportunity. Once that shot's taken, if it misses, it's more than likely being rebounded by the defense. So both teams doing a good job. As Toowoomba kicks off the second quarter with fire as Christina King drives hard to the basket, makes the bucket, and takes big contact there from Celeste Williams, just coming in underneath on the block. Southwest quickly going into the bench as well. Neve Tratt's going to sub out. Kayla Roberts back into the game as King gets ready to take her 2 free throws. Sorry, 1 free throw. The points were good, and it's good. King up to 6 points now as well. She's been doing a really great job inside. So it's 20-17. Toowoomba leads for the first time in this game. Southwest kicks the ball around. Parker now takes her 3-point shot. A little bit too strong, hitting the back of the rim. And Southwest again just showing that their defensive positioning isn't quite as sharp as what it needs to be. That foul is going to go against Vodorosova. Just didn't quite get in front. They're up to, I believe, 8 fouls now so far, and around about 1 quarter of basketball. So 2 quick ones early on in this second. They're really going to need to look at that to try and reduce the impact caused by those fouls. Shot there, a little bit too strong from King. Southwest now back out to Parker. She looks for the 3. Great hands there by King with the steal. Parker takes the 3-point shot. Great inside rebound from there, but no luck from Kayla Roberts underneath. Victoria Lewis on the court for Toowoomba for the first time as well. She just dished off to King for that 3-point shot. Again, a little bit too strong. Southwest with the defensive board. Willie's going to take a deep 3-point shot too far to the left. Ball rattles around and it's going to end up in the hands of Southwest on the baseline. Captain Willie now getting subbed out, taking a bit of a quick break as Tyler King comes on. And for Toowoomba, Michaela Houston checking out. And great hands there early on from Kirby Harley, getting the steal on the inbounds passage of play. Skinner again, outside jump shot. She makes the 2-point shot. Toowoomba extending their lead out to 5 over the Pirates. Fast hands there from Brown, didn't make the contact. Again, 3-point shot from Southwest, just a little bit too strong. King couldn't find the bottom of the net as Brown gets the fast break opportunity but can't find it either. Defensive board again for Southwest. Coach Edwards coming across the bench asking for the next timeout for Southwest, not happy with what he sees. Great inside look there as they spin to the bucket, but too strong for Kayla Roberts. Hand on the ball for the block. Skinner loses control on that one, but King's there to recover. King goes to the right, spins around, and makes the bucket for 2. And we're going to go to that timeout that Coach Edwards called for Southwest. They're now down by 7. Toowoomba on absolute fire in this second quarter early on. 2.5 minutes in, and they've extended a lead out to 7 points. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with you with more QBL Round 1 action shortly, presented by the Stream Team Australia. And back with you from Hibiscus Sports Complex. It's all Toowoomba in the second quarter here as they've taken a 7-point lead out over the Pirates. Southwest defense really letting them down so far in the quarter. Couple of turnovers offensively, not getting their body in front, picking up some big fouls with the 2 points made with the N1 opportunity as well. That's really hurt them. Celeste Williams hoping to turn things around for the Pirates. Her 3-point shot also off. Southwest hasn't been having a good run from the 3-point line. That shot from Williams makes them 1 from 11 from 3-point land. So really not having a good outside game is the Pirates. But that's more looking like it for Southwest with a great steal there from Kayla Roberts. Going 3-point line to the baseline for the 2. Shot clock rolling down to single digits for Toowoomba. Ball goes inside to King. King, through tough defense, still finds the bottom of the net to maintain their 7-point lead. And foot violation called there against Toowoomba. I think that was Skinner sticking her foot through in between Bairstow's legs. So Southwest going to maintain with 18 on the shot clock. Celeste Williams checking out for Southwest. Captain Maddie Willie checking back in. Willie goes straight to work. Nice inside look there and a beautiful pass inside to Roberts for the easy 2. Brown with it now for Toowoomba. Up against some tough defense from King. She goes all the way through and again picks up a big foul against Voda Razova. Southwest picking up some big fouls in this second quarter so far. That'll be Voda Rasova's second personal foul. Both of those coming in this second quarter. With Brown now for Toowoomba going to the line for 2. First, 2 strong. Second one rattles home for Brown. It's 27-21. Bairstow now dishing off. King with the 3-point bomb. That's way left. Hits nothing but the backboard. Defensive rebound again for Skinner. Toowoomba again with the ball as they slow things down once more. Kirby Harley kicking it around. Inside look from Brown. She finds King. King, a little bit of contact to the side of the face there, it looked like on that shot as well. But basket just a little bit off and no call made. Great offensive rebound there from Southwest. Roberts unable to make the putback of Voda Rasova's layup on the inside. Toowoomba with the D-board. Voda Rasova, great defense in front there early on. But again, Toowoomba too strong offensively, rolling over the top of Southwest for the easy 2 points on the inside. Willie now fakes right for the pass, takes a step back jump shot, but that's no good. Inside reach there from King, getting the nice little tap away for the defensive rebound as Brown again goes for the easy finger roll on the right-hand side. They take the lead up to 10 points for Toowoomba. Southwest looking a little bit rattled here in this second quarter, just haven't been able to find their offensive rhythm and really not able to stop Toowoomba's scoring streaks as Bairstow now looks for a move on the inside. She gets fouled. That foul getting called against Kirby Harley from Toowoomba. And there is going to be a timeout from the Pirates as well. So we're going to take a quick break as well, but stick around and we'll bring you more QBL action in just a moment. And back with you here from Hibiscus Sports Complex, where 4.5 minutes to go in the second. Toowoomba rolling over the Southwest Metro Pirates here in this second quarter. It was 17 apiece at quarter time. Southwest only managing to put 4 points on the board so far in the second. Toowoomba, 14. Doing a really great job offensively and defensively as well to really limit Southwest's scoring. And doing a great job getting themselves in front. They really struggled to get points early on in the first, but this second quarter, in particular, a lot of that credit goes to the combination of King and Brown, really doing a lot of work, and the captain Skinner as well. Brown with 13 points for Toowoomba, King with 10, and Skinner with 8. So those three really working strong together to put those points on the board. But looking back at Southwest now as Steph Bairstow takes both of her free throws and makes both, closing that gap down to single digits. But still a little bit of work to do in the second quarter here to get themselves back in this one. Toowoomba with it again now. It rests with Brown. Shot clock rolling down to 5 seconds now. Toowoomba going to need to get to work. Right-hand finger roll coming from Harley, but that was no good. Right with it now for Southwest. Checking back onto the court after that timeout. Willie drives left and fires, but too strong. Skinner not even contested on the rebound, just standing underneath nice and easy. Toowoomba again, shot clock rolling down into the single digits, needing to fire away. Brown drives inside, fires out to Skinner, but that gets tapped out of court. There's 2 seconds on the 24-second shot clock. And Toowoomba is going to go to a timeout. Obviously, Coach Cicilline, I do apologize if I've got that name wrong as well, going to the timeout. They've got 2 seconds on the 24-second shot clock, so going to want to draw up a play to try and get some extra points on the board here. There's 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the second quarter here. It's an 8-point lead for the Toowoomba Mountaineers. There is a timeout on the floor, so we're going to take another quick rest as well, but we'll be back with you shortly with more QBL Round 1 action. And back with you here as we bring it in with 3 minutes 30 to go. Let's see what Toowoomba has drawn up. There's 2 seconds on the 24-second shot clock. They've got the ball on the sideline. Let's see how this play works out for them. There's cuts happening both inside and outside. The ball's handed off, but it's not going to pan out for them. The 24-second shot clock rolling out. Southwest doing a really good job to just keep that play at bay and really manning those plays. There was a cut baseline down to the corner of the three-point line and a cut high up the top, but Southwest reading that really well and preventing the shot from going up. They've now got the opportunity to put some points on the board as well. Foot just inside the three-point line there, but no good for Kayla Roberts. Southwest still struggling to put points on the board. So we head back down to Toowoomba's end. Brown's with it. She fires from deep, but I think there was a hand on that one from Tyler King. And Southwest come down with a rebound, go coast to coast, and there's going to be a foul called against Kayla Roberts. They're going to pin that one against Kimberly Wilson from Toowoomba as Roberts will go to the line for 2. Toowoomba now going to the bench. They're going to make a couple of subs with Tracy Twydale checking back in as well as Christina King. They're going to be giving Crystal Watson. And I didn't see the other player that was subbing out. The first shot a little bit too soft there from Roberts. Second shot much more on point. She makes that. Down to a 7-point gap between these two teams. Skinner with it now, but a big block there by Bairstow, getting her hand in the way of that one. Willie came down with the board, dishes back to Bairstow. Bairstow makes the bucket. Now Southwest is getting themselves firing. And again, another great steal there from Bairstow, getting herself in the right position. They kick it back around, but the three-point from King is way off on the left-hand side. But great momentum here from the Pirates. You can see the energy coming from the bench as well. Players standing, getting themselves into it a little bit more. So potentially this could be the turnaround. Again, as straight away we see the steal there from King. King makes the big bucket there for the Pirates. Foul called against Anita Brown. Huge swing here for Southwest. Down to only 3-point deficit with a free throw to come for King. Southwest is making their way back into this game. King's free throw is good. She brings it down to a 2-point gap. Southwest looking like they could potentially get the third steal in a row here. It's looking close. They don't quite pull it off. Great offense there from King. Dishes out to Brown for a huge 3-point shot. It looked like it was good, but rolled out at the last minute. King for Southwest pulling another defensive board. Southwest now an opportunity to draw the game back at 31. And they do. They go inside, and great look inside there from Willie, and beautiful finish from Roberts. We're locked at 31 apiece. It's been a 10-0 run here for Southwest in the last minute and a half of play. Can they break it with Skinner's big 3-point bomb? They don't, but Brown fighting her way on the inside, pulls the O-board. Toowoomba looks to slow things down to find another opportunity. They've got 3 seconds on the shot clock. Great spin move there from Harley, but couldn't find the bucket. We've got just over a minute to go. Southwest now with the chance to get themselves back in the lead. As we see Sydney Wright fire the jump shot for 2. It's a 2-point turnaround. Southwest from 10 down to 2 up. It has been all Southwest in the last 3 minutes of this game, and it's going their favor again with a great hustle there underneath for King. As Sydney Wright with the right-hand finger roll just bounces its way out of the left-hand side. But all of the momentum is in favor of the Pirates. It's been 12-0 run. Toowoomba needing to break this going into halftime. It's not going to go their way. That shot a little bit too soft from King. As Roberts, the left-hand finger roll, can't quite find it, but great O-board there from Bairstow. With around about 8-second differential between shot and clock, but Roberts goes inside. Matty Willie again with the big assist to take the lead out to 4. And great positioning there from Southwest again. I said it just before. All the momentum is going in favor of Southwest, and we've got a pretty packed house here as well. The crowd really getting behind the team, but that's just beautiful positioning. King got herself in front, positioned herself nicely, and took all that contact on the chest and went backwards. So Toowoomba just struggling in this last half of the second quarter. There's 6.6 seconds to go. It is Southwest ball, and we're just going to mop up a quick bit of sweat on the floor and finish off this quarter with Southwest momentum. So here we go, Southwest ball with 6.5 seconds to go in this second quarter. Willie's going to pass it into the backcourt as well. King with it, down to 3 seconds. King driving left all the way. She fires, but a great block there from Christina King. Again, the Kings taking it out. There's no bucket on the halftime, but Southwest 14 points in around about 4.5 minutes to pull themselves back into a game that was very quickly turning into a Toowoomba run. But great opportunity there for Southwest. They fought from behind. That timeout from Edwards called early on really benefited them. They just gave themselves that opportunity to compose themselves. Look at what they were doing on the offensive side of things and just fixing up their defense, putting the pressure up the court as well. And there was those 4 quick turnovers in a row to stop that offensive momentum from Toowoomba. But it wasn't just that. They had that defensive pressure, got the turnovers, but then started converting as well. And it helps that there's a great crowd here in Hibiscus Sports Complex Arena on the Harry Haxton court. And the crowd really got behind the team as well and just brought them into that 14-point swing in the last 4.5 minutes. So we go into the halftime break. It looked like it was going to go Toowoomba's favor, but it's 35-31. Southwest in the lead by 4 at the halftime. There's around about 13.5 minutes on the halftime clock. Grab yourself a coffee, grab yourself some other kind of beverage, and we'll be back with you shortly. But don't go anywhere, because this second half of basketball is looking like it's going to be an absolutely stellar battle between Southwest and Toowoomba. So stay with us, and the Stream Team Australia will bring you more QBL action shortly. And welcome back to Hibiscus Sports Complex. It is QBL Round 1 action here at your pirate ship as the Southwest Metro Pirates take on the Toowoomba Mountaineers, and what a first half of action we've had here so far. It looked like Toowoomba was going to get up there in that second quarter with that 10-point lead early on, but Southwest really fought their way back to bring that down to their 4-point advantage going into the second half. It's 35-31. So let's take a quick look at some of the statistics and what actually happened there in that second half. So to look at the Toowoomba Mountaineers first, all their point scoring is really coming from their three key players. Their two imports in Brown, King, and Skinner. All three working together like an amazing team to really rack the points up on the board. But that's not to discredit at all the other players in their team, because they are working as a really good unit to set up those three key point scorers. So to look at it, Brown is sitting on 13 points, averaging 50% from the field, and 3 from 4 from the free throw line as well. So doing a really good job across the board. Brown putting a lot of points on the board. She's closely followed by King. She's on 10 points, shooting 50% from the field and 66% from the free throw line. Also doing some good work on the boards as well. She's pulled 4 rebounds across the board of defensive and offensive, with Skinner following up as well with 8 points, but already pulling 10 rebounds, all 10 of those defensive. So Skinner doing a really, really good job to prevent Southwest's second chance by getting herself under the bucket and pulling those big 10 boards. So she's not far off her double-double now, but coming back up to the Pirates. The point spread has evened out even more again as Bairstow leads the way at the moment with 10. She's shooting at 57% from the field. Roberts on 9 points, also scoring quite high on 44% from the field. King has 6, Willie has 4, and you got Sid Wright coming off the bench with 5 as well. Southwest not quite as many stats on the board for rebounds. Roberts leads that category at the moment with 8, followed by Willie on 5 and King on 4. As we kick it off with Southwest in this second half, starting out nice and early. They're moving the ball around quite quickly. Almost a turnover there from Williams' pass, but great recovery from Roberts as Willie takes the first shot of the half, and it's no good, too soft. Great hands there. They're going to call it against Maddie Willie, but Willie, that was right in front of us, and that didn't come off Maddie Willie as far as I could see. I'd love to go back and look at my own replay to see, but they are going to give that one back to Toowoomba as Brown sets it up now. They've got just 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Brown kicks out to Skinner. She fakes the three-point shot. Bairstow falling for it. Steps left, fires deep, and a little bit too soft, hitting the front of the rim. Bairstow with it now with the left-hand drive. She gets that finger roll to fall, putting another 2 on the board. Southwest now going 16 unanswered points since around about 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Great trap up high there, but great offensive work from Twydale, getting that one to go through as Brown breaks the drought for Toowoomba, putting that nice, easy inside 2-point bucket on the board. Back with Southwest now as Willie passes inside to Roberts. Roberts stuck in traffic but steps back, fires away. Bairstow, huge offensive board over the top of Skinner and King and puts it back for the 2. Great hands there from Willie. She gets the steal. King just can't quite keep her hands on it though. Bit of a battle between, I think, King and Brown. That one was fought between, and King just couldn't keep a hold of it for Southwest. So it is going to turn over. And once again, just going to the Southwest juniors on the floor, wiping duties. They're just going to quickly mop up that little bit of sweat. Again, it is quite warm in the stadium here. But we bring it back in with Toowoomba. They go inside to Skinner. Skinner goes back to the basket, rolls around, fires too strong over the top, straight into the hands of Bairstow. Kicks up the court fast to Tyler King. Dishes back to Williams for the step back, fake 3-point shot, and hits nothing but the bottom of the net. Williams with a big 3-point bucket for the Pirates, taking that lead out to 9. Skinner with it now just inside the 3-point line. She fires. Can't quite get that one to fall, but really great offensive play there from Skinner, showing why she's the captain. She takes a shot and doesn't stand around. She fought hard to get inside for the board. Willie there fires another deep three-point shot. That one no good either. Brown now going coast to coast, but kicks out to Skinner. Skinner fires, Skinner makes. (42-35). Pirates still in the lead, but Toowoomba finding their feet again offensively and getting a couple of quick points on the board here early in the third quarter. Willie, another beautiful pass inside to Bairstow, who couldn't quite finish, but Willie's doing a really great job on the assist count. She's just firing some really beautiful passes across the board. She leads all of both teams on 7 assists, only matched by Brown, also on 7. Bairstow drives strong into the bucket where there's a reach in there. I think that's going to go against Christina King. Just reaching in and grabbing the arm on that drive to the bucket. Apologies, they're going to give that one to Tracy Twydale. They quite easily could have gone either way. Coach Edwards in front of us here asking for the unsportsmanlike with no play on the ball. There's only a light grab on the wrist right just back from where the ball is. I don't think there was any intention on that. It did, from my angle at least, look like she was going for the steal. And Bairstow makes the first. Second one, a little bit too soft. King pulling the board defensively for Toowoomba. Brown with it now, dishes across to King. King goes right, spins, loses control on that pass and turns it over. Great hands there from Bairstow. Kind of just knocked it into the hands of Willie. Southwest with great momentum, kicks over to Willie, who fires for 3. Defensive board going for Brown again. As Brown tries to fight her way through 3 players, manages to keep control of the ball, but a little bit of a tough one there for her. She goes left around King's screen. Hands off to King. And they're going to get a foul there against Roberts for Southwest. I think off the ball on that one. They're calling it a knock to the head. So I think that one was off ball there for Roberts. She's going to come and sit down on the bench, getting subbed out by Savannah AU. It was her 3rd personal foul, I'm being told. The advantage of sitting right next to the score bench. Toowoomba with it now. They're down by 8. 3-point shot for Twydale, way off, hitting nothing but air in front. Bairstow with the defensive rebound. Southwest moving quickly with momentum. Maddie Willie with half an hour to set up her 3-point shot, but can't find the bottom of the net. Harley now slowing things down for Toowoomba, kicking off to Brown. Shot clock rolls down into single digits, so need to get a shot away. It's back with Twydale as she drives right and kicks out. That one no good from Harley either. Southwest turning it over though. Harley, great eyes there to see where the pass was going and getting in the way of the pass. Toowoomba now as Brown goes on the inside. Can't find the bottom of the net, but she will pick up the foul. They could have got that one on one of probably 2 or 3 players from Southwest. They're going to call it against Tyler King. That's her 2nd personal. And Toowoomba going to go to the bench. Harley getting subbed out. And Michaela Houston checking back in. Brown on the line for 2. She makes the first. And the second for Brown is good. 37-43, the deficit for Toowoomba down to 6. Pirates managing to maintain their lead that they gained there in the second quarter. Willie, nice hesitation there, just taking her time, but turns it over, passing it out of bounds. And Southwest going back to the bench. Celeste Williams now going to get subbed out to take a break. Sydney Wright back on for the Pirates. We've just hit under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It is Toowoomba ball. A nice, easily set turnaround jump shot there for Kimberly Wilson. She couldn't find the points on that one. Right with it now for Southwest. She goes all the way through but can't find the points either. Skinner now with a deep three-point shot that rattles around the rim and finds its way through, closing the gap down to 3. Toowoomba finding their way back into this game. A little bit of a lack of concentration there from Willie, almost not recognising the pass coming to her. She drives all the way through though. A beautiful left-hand drive there from Willie for 2. Brown with it again now as she drives right, fends off Bairstow, fires a fadeaway jump shot straight into the hands of Wilson. Her shot no good either. Willie again with a long time to set up her three-point shot, but not having any luck finding the points on that one at the moment. Bairstow now driving down the right-hand lane, can't find it either. AU now also unable to, but great offensive boards from the Southwest girls. 3 O-boards in a row before the turnover there from Bairstow with the travel. Toowoomba calling the subs, Wilson out, and Christina King checking back in for Toowoomba. Brown with it now, she goes right again, dishes off to King. Handed back to Brown and fires out. They've got 4 seconds on the shot clock to fire. Twydale fires, but too soft. Great inside rebound there. Almost fell straight into her hands. It's Michaela Houston and the putback for 2. And Southwest turning it over straight away on the inbound pass. So Toowoomba going to get another opportunity to fire. As Savannah AU checks out again for Southwest. And for the first time in this game, we'll see Coolabadri checking in. Toowoomba now with a chance for the draw. It's King. She fires the 3, but too soft. As Tyler King for Southwest pulls the O-board. Great hands there from Christina King, getting it in the lane for the steal. Toowoomba now with Brown on the fast break. As Skinner fires away a deep jump shot for the 2-point shot. It rattles home and Southwest find themselves with only a single-digit lead. It's 44-45, 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Timeout on the court called from Coach Edwards for the Pirates. We're going to take a quick break as well, but don't go anywhere. This game continues shortly, presented to you by the Stream Team Australia. And back with you here from the Harry Haxton Court in Hibiscus Sports Complex. It's a one-point ball game. The Southwest Metro Pirates maintaining their lead, but only by a single digit. It's their ball now on the baseline as the Toowoomba Mountaineers close that gap down. Sydney Wright bringing the ball up the court for the Pirates. Huge screen set there by Badri. Wright finding her way around. Bairstow with it now, going to the bucket. Hands back to Willie for the wide open three-point shot, but Willie not having any luck from downtown. That was her 8th three-point attempt of the game, and she is yet to find the net on a three-point shot. Toowoomba now with a Twadale, tries to go inside to King. A little bit too ambitious though. That one picked up by Tyler King for the Pirates. Bairstow hands over to Tyler King, who fires for the three. That one no good. Rebound there for Toowoomba for Despina Dickerson. And three-point shot there, no good for Michaela Houston. Sydney Wright goes inside for Steph Bairstow. Her pass out to Willie is blocked. Great hands there on the inside for Tracy Twadale, just getting it in the lane to prevent that from going to Willie on the three-point line. They'll have 15 seconds on the shot clock to shoot. Bairstow goes inside for Willie, who turns around and fires. Beautiful little two-point jump shot there for Willie for two. Brings her up to her 8th point of the game. And we've just hit under 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. It's a three-point ball game. Southwest still managing to maintain that small lead. Toowoomba with it now as Twadale takes a big three-point shot. A little bit too strong, hitting the back of the rim. Right with it now for Southwest, handing over to Willie. They'll take their time, run down some of the game clock. Willie with it now, driving left as she fires with single digits on the shot clock and makes a very deep two. I almost feel bad for her that it wasn't a three-point shot, because it would have been her first of the game and hopefully gotten her momentum going back again, but they did call it a deep two-point bucket. That lead for Southwest now up to 5 as Skinner fires a triple of her own, but that one's too ambitious. Bairstow and King fighting for it underneath. Wright comes down with the D board for Southwest. They'll have 6 seconds on the shot clock to score. Willie has it out deep. She drives through, fires a very deep three-point shot, but that rattles out as the ball is gathered inside by Baudry, but can't fire off in time. And that takes us into the three-quarter break. Southwest just narrowly managing to maintain their lead. It's 44-49. Southwest up by 5 into the three-quarter break. We're going to take a quick rest as well. We'll be back with you in just under a minute, and we'll go through some of the three-quarter time statistics. But stay right with us, and we'll be back with you with more QBL Round 1 action shortly, presented by the Stream Team Australia. And back with you here from Hibiscus Sports Complex. It's QBL Round 1 action between the Southwest Metro Pirates and the Toowoomba Mountaineers. It's a 5-point ball game on our hand, so this fourth quarter is sure to be an absolute steamer as we come into a nice close game here. But to quickly run through some of the three-quarter time statistics for Toowoomba, it's much the same story. Skinner getting a couple of extra points on the board to be the second highest point scorer for Toowoomba. She sits on 15. Brown now up to 17 with King on 10. But Skinner already hit the double-double with 11 rebounds to back up those 15 points. King and Brown both on 7 apiece as well. Houston coming off the bench also scoring 2 points as well to add a fourth scorer to their lineup. And with Southwest still fairly evenly spread. Bairstow on 15, Willie on 10, Roberts 9, King 6, Wright 5, Williams 4. So very well spread. Bairstow already hit her double-double with 10 boards as well. And Roberts not too far away with 9 points and 9 boards as well. So she'll probably get there this quarter. But jumping out onto the court action, it is Toowoomba to take the first shot. Skinner's shot way too flat, hitting the front of the rim. So Southwest now with the opportunity to put the first points on the board for the quarter. But the complete opposite of Skinner's shot that was too short. The shot there from Vodorosova was way too ambitious, going way over the top. But Southwest maintains. There's 5 seconds on the shot clock. Roberts needing to fire. She does. Hits the front of the rim and bounces out. Christina King with the defensive rebound. Brown on the drive to the bucket, unable to get the handles on it. I feel like there was a Southwest hand going in there to try and knock it out, and they've knocked it into Brown's leg. So Southwest, they're going to get the turnover from the Toowoomba. Have a Southwest sub with Emily Kate Parker checking back in for the Pirates. Roberts now kicks out to Parker. She fakes and goes left. Dishes back to Roberts. Finds an inside Baudry who gets a massive block there. I think that was from Skinner. Huge block on Kula Baudry. Down to Toowoomba, and now as Brown hands the ball to King, who was very heavily defended, but they're going to get Sydney Wright for a foul, I believe. Apologies, they're going to call that one against Kayla Roberts. And she's going to get subbed out. That is her 4th personal foul, so Roberts going to get subbed out. Steph Bairstow checking back in. Toowoomba to bring it in from the base. It goes to Brown. Brown steps back over Wright and fires, but Wright's defense too good. Stops the shot from falling in. Willie with it now. Top of the three-point line. 3, no good. Willie really struggling to find her three-point form here tonight. Great hands there from Twydale. She gets the steal. Knocking it to King. Dishes up the court to Brown. Brown tries to fire over the top of Willie, but no good. No board for Christina King. She takes it, she fires, no good as well. Maddie Willie coming down with a D-board there for Southwest. She hands off to Sid Wright, but her shot is blocked against by Harley. Two and a half minutes into this fourth quarter, both teams unable to put any points on the board as of yet. Defense down both ends, incredibly tight and preventing the ball from finding the bottom of the net. That is then broken by Tracy Twydale, finding the three-point long drop to close the gap down to 2. It is 49-47. Your Southwest Metro Pirates just maintaining their lead. As Bairstow's three-point shot also rattles out at the last second. Twydale, heat check, firing up again for the three-point shot. That one no good, just bouncing out. Sid Wright with it again now for Southwest. Hands to the inside for Bairstow, who spins right, fires, can't quite make it. Brown tries to find the pass, but great defense there from Emily Kate Parker. Prevents the pass from going through. It goes straight out of court. Southwest going to end up with that one. Emily Kate Parker getting checked out. And she'll be replaced by Tyler King. Just a bit of a holdout on the court here, but Southwest bringing the ball back in. We're 4 minutes into this fourth quarter. Tyler King, hesitation step there, dishes off to Bairstow, who can't find her form on the deep shot either. Southwest really struggling with their shooting percentage in the game here this afternoon, only shooting from 28% from the field. And that's not going to help them when Brown can drive down the center of the floor like that and make the two-point bucket look easy. Those were her 18th and 19th points. as we are tied now at 49 apiece. King finds an inside Bairstow. Bairstow goes through but hands off to Willie. That was way to the right from Willie. Easy D-board there from Houston. And Toowoomba finds their way back in front for the first time in about a quarter and a half, with Kirby Harley with a nice inside drive there for 2. It's 51-49. Pass goes inside to Baldry, but she can't keep her hands on it. The turnover's there. Brown's got it. She's going to go coast to coast, flip one up and find the bucket. Toowoomba bench calling out for the and one, but the 2 points will have to suffice. It's now a 4-point lead for the Mountaineers. Southwest just trying to take things nice and slow now. Shot clock rolling down into single digits. Willie finds a very easy open lane to the right-hand side there to set herself up for that top of the key jump shot. Finds that bucket nice and easy. It's now only a 2-point lead for the Mountaineers. Could be closed down now as Skinner takes a very deep 3 but bounces off the back of the rim. Southwest, no luck there again. Toowoomba with it now, but great hands there from Willie to get the steal. That one's picked up by Tyler King. King dishes back to Bairstow. It looks like they're going to slow things down. No, Wright's going to step up for the 3-point shot. No good. Wilson with the D-board for the Toowoomba. And Toowoomba now just trying to slow things down. Brown taking things nice and easy as they set Skinner up for another 3-point bomb. That one's no good either, but Brown finds her way inside, puts the putback in for 2 points. It's up to a 4-point advantage for the Mountaineers. Coach Edwards not happy with what he's seeing out on the floor, so he's going to take a timeout. We're going to take one as well. We'll be back with you shortly with more QBL round 1 action with 3.5 minutes to go. And back with you here at Hibiscus Sports Complex. It's a 4-point ball game with 3.5 minutes to go. The Mountaineers finding their way back in front late in this fourth quarter. It's 55-51. Coach Edwards taking that quick timeout there to rally his troops to try and get them fired and ready to go again. We saw last time Edwards had a timeout. Really did a good job for the girls, and they went on that 16-0 scoring run. Can it have the same impact here? It's a good start with Steph Bairstow going straight to work on the outside rim, taking that baseline jump shot for 2. And let's see whether the trap works as well. So the girls really pushing their way up the court to try and stop the offensive momentum from Toowoomba. Skinner fires an open Christina King, but their shot clock's winding down as well. Roberts gets in front of Christina King. Her shot no good. Southwest coming down with the defensive board. It's Tyler King with the shot now. Maddie Willie, can she make the first 3 of the game? She cannot. And we're still down with that 2-point ball game. It's 2.5 minutes to go. Brown now for Toowoomba, just trying to use up some of the clock, slowing things down. Christina King sets the screen, rolls to the right. Brown now with 7 seconds on the shot clock. She fires a three and finds the bottom of the net. It has been all her night tonight. Brown putting up that shot gives her 26th point of the game, I believe. It's Southwest now needing to find some points. 2 minutes to go. Willie drives baseline, spins through, fires away, finds the bottom of the net, and puts it in with the foul as well. So Willie makes it. They're going to call that foul against Tracy Twydale from Toowoomba, and Willie's going to go to the line for another one. Willie no good with the free throw. We're locked at a 3-point difference here. Toowoomba still in front. We're almost 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Christina King with it now. She fires. That's no good. Twydale somehow snuck her way in underneath. The shortest player out on the court still managed to pull that board. Roberts now for Southwest picking up the ball. They're going to get that foul there for Michaela Houston. Just wrong place, wrong time, making that little bit of contact in the back. And Southwest is going to pick it up in the backcourt. They'll have a new 24-second shot clock. 3-point deficit with 1:40 to go. So Southwest going to need to go to work quickly here and get a couple of quick points on the board to give themselves a chance to stay in this game. So Willie on the 3-point line. Drives left and inside, flicks that one up, but can't find the points. Defensive rebound again for Twydale, finding her way in underneath and pulling the board. The backcourt defense from Southwest quite strong. Toowoomba breaking it just in time. Christina King now going baseline strong against Bairstow. She goes through, flips one up, but Bairstow's defense too strong. Southwest gets the board. It's Willie now. Willie fires up. No, Willie can't find it either, but they're going to call a foul on the rebound. And they're going to call the foul against Maddie Willie on the rebound, just reaching in and hitting the arms of, I believe it was Skinner. So Toowoomba with their 3-point lead, a minute to go, are going to maintain possession here. And I imagine going to use some of this clock and try and take a shot at the very last second. Brown with it now, but great combination hands there. They're going to get the foul at the last second. They're going to call that foul against Vodorosova. There was both Vodorosova and Tyler King reaching in to try and get that steal. They did pick the foul at the last second there on the turnover. Pirates juniors again, just down the court, ready to wipe the floor. I don't think there's any sweat actually there, though. So we're just going to kick back into the game. It's Toowoomba ball with 51 seconds to go. And here we go. Brown brings it in for Toowoomba. Great inbound defense there against Twydale from Vodorosova. Twydale gets the knock there. Roberts annoyed at herself. She was so close to getting the steal, but just made that body contact on the side. I think that's going to be Roberts' 5th personal foul as well. It is. So Roberts checks out with 44 seconds to go. Southwest going to sub Celeste Williams back in for the last 40 seconds of play. It's their 14th foul as well, so Southwest definitely going to want to keep their hands back from this one, otherwise they'll be sending them to the line. And ball's in for Toowoomba. Screen set to the left by Christina King. Brown with it now, definitely the dominant point scorer for the Mountaineers. Christina King fires a deep 2-point shot, and that finds itself into the bucket. We are 30 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Southwest down by 5. Maddie Willie fires a desperate 3-point shot, but it's way soft and falls in front of the rim. Skinner with the defensive rebound for Toowoomba. 17 seconds to go. There's no one down the floor, so find a nice, easy run down the court as Christina King puts in a last 2-point bucket to extend the Toowoomba lead out to 7. Coach Edwards going to the timeout. It's a 7-point deficit. I don't know what more Southwest is going to be able to do. 7 points down, 14 seconds to go. It is their ball. They're going to need a 3-point shot to get some quick points on the board. But the 3-point game has not been working for them tonight at all. Just looking at the statistics in front of me, Southwest is only shooting 8%, less than 8%, sorry, from the 3-point line. They're 2 from 25. And their inside shooting isn't much better either. 23 from 79 for an only 29% field goal percentage as well. So it has really been impacting the Southwest game. So Coach Edwards going to need to draw up a couple of pretty quick, incredible plays to get the girls back in here now, because it's a 3-point ball game for them to get back into it. But just what an amazing effort Toowoomba has put in here late in this fourth quarter to get themselves back out in front. They've really fought through the entire way, and just looking, if my computer decides to work, looking at the point swing for this quarter, Southwest came in with a commanding lead, and it looks like it was going to go their way. But a really good job well done here from the Mountaineers. The fourth quarter has been 6 points for Southwest and 18 for Toowoomba, so a massive turnaround in this fourth quarter. Toowoomba just shown that they've got that 4 quarters in them to really bring it all through, and really heavily led by those 3 girls we've been talking about the entire game, just doing an amazing job to keep the Mountaineers in this game. But it's Southwest ball now with 14 seconds. Willie's going to need to fire a desperate 3. It's up, it's soft, and Toowoomba comes down with a defensive board, so that'll probably just about wrap things up. Except Twydale turns it over out of bounds. So they're going to give it back to Southwest with 5 seconds to go. Ball's into Besto. Besto's going to fire away a 3-point shot. She can't get it off. Willie will get one off, and it's no good either. It bounces out, and that's the game. Toowoomba has defeated Southwest 62-55 in round 1 QBL action here from Hibiscus Sports Complex. But what an interesting twist and turn of a game that has been. The point score has been very different across the board, with it going back and forth around. Obviously, looking at this, the quarter difference, we were drawn at 17 apiece at the end of the first. In the second quarter, Southwest got themselves up by 4 and up by 1 in the third quarter as well. So Southwest maintained their lead across those 2 quarters, but Toowoomba really outshone themselves in that fourth quarter, bringing themselves to a 12-point turnaround. Southwest only putting on 6 points in the fourth to Toowoomba's 18 to take away that 7-point win there in the fourth. So what a great job the girls have all done. But looking at it from an outside perspective, a lot of work for both teams to do throughout the season to get themselves into this QBL competition. Neither team shooting very well from the field at all. Southwest shooting from just 28% from the field, Toowoomba just 32% as well. So very light on in the shooting percentage, but a lot of that being dragged down by the 3-point percentage. Toowoomba shooting 3 from 24 for 12% from the 3-point line. Southwest 2 from 27 for just 7% from deep. So both teams needing to work on that outside game to bring up that 3-point percentage, because that's really a big part of the hindrance there in that fourth quarter, and it hasn't worked in their favor. But looking at a couple of the final stats here for Toowoomba, easily MVP of the game. It's got to go to Anita Brown, just scoring left, right, and center, especially in the fourth quarter when the girls really needed it. She put 26 points on the board, shooting at 47% from the field, 33% from the 3, and 83% from the free throw line as well. Couldn't quite get her double-double, only pulling 9 rebounds. And closely followed in points by Skinner. She scored 15, shooting an awesome 100% from the free throw line, but pulling a massive 15 boards as well. And I think the biggest thing I've noted from that is all 15 boards there from Skinner have all been defensive rebounds. So a massive effort from Skinner on the inside there, and King as well. Christina King putting 14 points on the board, pulling 11 rebounds. So a really amazing effort from those 3 girls to put on all those points. Coming down to Southwest, Steph Besto led all point scorers for Southwest, getting on 17, also pulling 11 rebounds to get her double-double. Maddie Willie closely followed by 14 points and 8 rebounds as well, but really struggling from 3 is where Maddie normally excels and makes a big difference for Southwest is when she's on in her 3-point game. But she shot 0 from 14 from 3 in tonight's game, so really struggled to get some key points on the board for Southwest when they were needed. Also, Kayla Roberts on 9 points, pulling 11 rebounds as well. Not quite able to get her double-double, but an amazing effort. King with 6, Williams with 4, and Sid Wright with 5 as well from Southwest. So really good job from all girls involved in the game tonight, but definitely needing to look at shooting their field goal percentage a little bit better in that. A little bit tough there towards the end, but Toowoomba really having that energy to go all the way through the four quarters to get that 7-point victory. And that about wraps things up here from Hibiscus Sports Complex. Thank you so much for tuning in to QBL Round 1 action. It's great to have you here, and just keep in mind we will be covering 8 out of the 9 home games for Southwest here from the Pirate Ship as well. So do make sure that you tune in every single week to check out the game here. If you can't make it down to the stadium, do tune in, check out the live commentary as well. John Guarna, my partner in crime, should be back with us for the next home game as well. And for those sports fans out there as well, don't forget, we do have the live stream tomorrow with Nothing But Net Media and our amazing friends down in Sydney as well from Auckland Flower. It's the Brisbane Capitals taking on the Cairns Taipans. But Southwest fans, don't go anywhere. We've got the men's game coming up for you shortly in around about 25 minutes. So stick around and we'll bring you more QBL action shortly. My name's been Regan Baker on behalf of the Stream Team Australia. I have to thank Gemma Kelleher sitting beside me on the production panel and Jacob Beals up on the camera for me as well. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.